Come va tutti? If there's one common thing everyone asks us about, it's about food and wine, and how it compares to Olive Garden back home. In this episode, we take you to a winery and a restaurant, and you'll find out if they serve unlimited soup and breadsticks here.
Part of a bonus of being stationed overseas is that a lot of the times the commands will give days off surrounding the holidays. So luckily, I was able to get a day off while the kids were still in school, so Mark and I could go on a day date.
While we were at school, I think our parents were at a winery.
The kids had the day off of school, and we decided to go to a winery.
Wine in Italian is vino. Vino, 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 vino.
I had heard of Italian wines before, but I didn't know that Sicily was such a mecca for wine. It's something about the volcanic ash in the soil is great for growing grapes, and I have to admit, it's all tasty. We went to a vineyard with our friends called Vivera. It was really nice. My friend had made a reservation, and we had the place to ourselves. They had some antipasti and even cooked some food for us, so it was like a nice sit-down lunch with the owner of the vineyard who explained all the different wines to us and took us on a short tour. It's actually a pretty good deal too, because for about €30, which is about 36 US dollars, you get a full lunch, and by tasting, we actually mean more like pouring.
In a previous episode, we featured a winery that had amazing views and a bunch of olive trees and whatnot. This was no different. The great thing about this winery was the view it had of Etna, the big volcano that's right by us. Lucky for us, lava wasn't flowing, but wine was.
Vino for mama.
Chin chin.
I don't like wine. I choose.
Not surprisingly, we left that place with like 5 bottles. We'd definitely go back.
Mamma mia, ho bisogno di più vino.
If Italy's known for one thing, it's their food, and there's a lot of it here in Sicily.
In Italia, il cibo e il vino è benissimo.
Food in Italian is Cibo.
I don't like Italian food that much. I like Olive Garden better.
I don't like Italian food. I love Italian food. Make the
One weekend, we met our friends at a place called...
We went to a restaurant called Agriturismo.
Another great option all over Sicily is what's called an Agriturismo, which is kind of like a farm-to-table hotel situation. This Agriturismo was nearby our house, and it's called Fossa Lupo. Most of the Agriturismos are out on farmland. They have their own animals that they raise. They have their own gardens where they grow the vegetables, and then they make all the meals freshly prepared from what they grow on site.
This place had a lot of food and wine.
It's a really cool opportunity because you get to taste a lot of different things. It's typically a price fixed menu, and everybody in the restaurant gets the same thing, and it's just whatever is fresh that day. Everything we've had so far has been delicious.
C'erano formaggio, salsiccia, altre carne, ma non c'erano unlimited soup and breadsticks.
You know what's not so Italian? Unlimited soup and breadsticks, which is another thing people have been asking us about. No, they don't usually bring breadsticks to the table.
There's an area where kids can run around and play, and we were playing around in that area while the adults were drinking.
The Agriturismo was cool with our friends because the kids kind of just went on their own thing in the field and the playground, and we just hung out and drank. So there you have it. It's nothing like Olive Garden over here.
One of the things I was really worried about with moving overseas was not being able to find friends, whether that was for Mark and I or for the kids. But turns out it hasn't been a problem at all because there's a lot of people in the same boat who also want to get together and make memories. We have met some really amazing people here, and we're so fortunate that we've met people that also want to go out and explore the city and just have a great time.
Daddy.